Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Mary.
Thank you for being here today.
Oh, it's such an honor.
It is an honor to have you a part of the 2021 Silver Beaver group this year. You are an amazing scouter, and I feel so honored to be a part of your scouting, a little bit of it. I want to start out with a couple of things, though. I think that there's a little piece that a lot of people aren't aware of is that you have a military history.
Oh, I do.
Would you like to share with everybody about your Marine background?
Oh, a little bit, sure.
Okay, go.
So I was in the Marine Corps,
Yes.
Marine Corps Reserves, and decade and a half, I guess. And boy, oh boy, it was an amazing, amazing experience. I traveled all over the world. Well, I shouldn't say all over, but several places abroad, as well as here in the United States. And my primary job was still photographic specialist. My secondary was military police. So I had kind of a pretty diverse
From
background.
pictures to being a police officer?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So what exciting thing that did you do in both those opportunities? Anything exciting?
As far as where I went, or
Yes. Or what you did, or do you have to kill me after you
well, I
tell me?
can't really expound too much on that, I suppose. But took photographs of generals, flew in helicopters with dignitary,
Oh wow.
traveled to England and worked with the Air Force Base there, the gentleman that worked on the Air Force Base, and went around taking photographs all over England, and was in Hawaii a few times. And
That sounds very romantic and wonderful.
it's all due to my husband. He went in the military first, and me being the curious person that I am, that you know, went down to the recruiting office and asked about, hey, what about women?
What can I do?
Yeah, what do you have for women? So one thing led to another, and off I went.
Fantastic. And that's kind of what you do in scouting too, in terms of what can I do?
What can we do? What can we do for our youth? What can we do to support all of our great leaders out there, whether they're brand new or seasoned?
Well, you are very active in the commissioning
Yes.
aspect of
I'm a district commissioner.
You are the district commissioner for District J. And you have been a part of this whole new progression as well, have you not been?
Yes, I have.
Units first.
Absolutely.
What has been the most exciting piece of this whole new transition?
Helping people through the process, helping our leaders to understand why it's units first, why that makes such a significant difference in the way that we are pivoting in that direction.
Do you think we lost a little bit of that?
I think that maybe, over the years, I think that perhaps, but I think coming back and refocusing on that, making units truly first, has been just really a great, great thing for us to do. And we needed that.
Yeah.
We did. We needed
Yeah.
that. We were already great, but we
Now
want
we're
to be greater.
Uh-huh. Now let me ask you something. I know one of the things that is kind of a niche in your belt is the fact that you are awesome at recruiting commissioners for the different units. What do you think that trick is?
People skills, being able to just have a nice conversation with someone, listening to them, feedback's important. You want to be a great listener in order to really understand how you can help someone and how they can also be a part of that great experience. So yes, I have recruited quite a few new commissioners
And
for
that's
my
really exciting.
Commissioner Corps.
And how are you mentoring these new commissioners? I mean, it's more than just handing them a clipboard and say, go. I mean, what are you doing to make sure that they are successful on their end?
Well, first of all, making sure that they've had their full training, and whenever possible, find a seasoned ADC or longtime commissioner to mentor them along the way, and just kind of, take them to their first few meetings that they have with their units, and help them get their feet wet a little bit, and yeah, I think that's huge. when you have someone that you can rely upon
Right.
that can, help you kind of maneuver the waters and feel comfortable doing that.
Let me ask you something. One of the pieces I think that you're very strong at, to my understanding, is working with the Order of the Arrow and working with the youth in the Order of the Arrow. When we talk about recruiting adults to work as commissioners, or one of the pieces I believe you're active in is the membership and the elections for the units. How do you work with the youth in that respect, having them understand how important this is?
Well, right now we're knee deep in OA elections right now,
Right.
through now and now through April. So um, it's very, very important that we allow our youth, in our case, our chapter chief or whoever the youth is on the elections team, to be able to take responsibility and to basically take charge and run the election and be able to have that experience to build their character, and it really helps with their leadership skills too. We're there to mentor them, and yes, I believe it's my 5th or 6th year now I've been doing that, and I just truly love it. It's very gratifying. Just as being a district commissioner, it's very gratifying seeing our unit commissioners and myself work with these units, whether they're a seasoned unit or a brand new unit, and helping them through, any of their pro and con, endeavors and challenges.
Now, congratulations. I understand that you became a Vigil Honor member
I did this
in
last
the Order
year.
of the Arrow.
Last
And
year.
that is a fantastic honor.
Yeah, thank you.
And how would you say that has impacted your scouting experience in terms of having the opportunity of being selected and working with those adults and those youth as well?
I think at any level, whether it's Ordeal, Brotherhood, or Vigil, I think it's all about cheerful service. It's all about helping your fellow brother, and us in turn being able to help others in scouting, whether it be the youth or our scoutmasters or our committee chairs or our just in general, just the whole feeling and the whole aspect of it is just fabulous.
It is, it is. I understand that you are, it was written that you are an individual who makes everybody feel welcome, whether you know the individual personally or not. Everybody feels like you're their friend when they show up at an event and you're greeting them at the registration table. I think that's a great characteristic.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I have been told that a lot, and I feel very honored that people recognize that, because it's very much me.
It is you.
Yeah.
I know it is you. Let me ask you something. Being part of the Marines and your husband being part of the Marines, I understand that you're active in your VFW, a local VFW, and
Coon Rapids.
in Coon Rapids. So tell me some of the stuff that you do with the VFW to have that chapter as well as your scouts interacting together.
Well, they have certain events that they like to do annually. They have a picnic in August, and they always need help with that, setting up, tearing down, all the logistics and everything with that. And we also have several different parades that we try to participate in as well. And then of course there's always the helping with cleaning up and raking and the whole effort of doing that, because there's a lot of oak trees. So this is a huge help to the VFW, and they so appreciate that.
I bet they do.
They do.
And do you have a
And
lot
we
of...
appreciate them.
Well, yes, and I bet it's fun for the youth to have the opportunity of maybe some of the older members that might have stories or remember when they were scouts, and they reflect on that.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Whenever we get together, whether it's raking or at a parade or just for a campfire, there's a lot of stories being shared. And especially our younger youth are just really in awe of these longtime scouters that come back to visit and help out. And they're amazed that they're still coming around because they love it so much, because they believe in the program.
Right, right. Is there anything that might be one little quiet secret that nobody knows about you, Leslie, that you would like to share?
Well,
Go for it. You were ready to jump in there. Come on now.
I was a singer in a band.
Really?
Yes.
How long ago?
Contemporary band. A few years ago.
Are you still?
No, but I still sing in the shower.
That is fun to know.
Yeah.
That is fun
I
to
sang at my church with a contemporary band, and then I also was in another separate band that we had formed with some friends.
know. Very fun.
And along with that came acting, because I was in a group, in a local community group, where we did. It was called Music Comedy, and we put on productions such as Brigadoon and Anything Goes in Oklahoma, and that was a
Brigadoon, I wonder how many people even know what Brigadoon is. I love that musical. That
so
is
that'll tied in with the music, but then a little bit of fun delving into the acting too. That was fun.
So let me ask you, did any of that play a part in scouting in terms of merit badges or anything that you were a counselor for? Or?
Well, I do teach the music merit badge.
You do?
Amongst others, but yes, I do.
I never even knew that.
So yeah, I'm a merit badge counselor too. So
See, there you go.
just more fun.
It is, it is. You know, when you think of the scout law, and when I know you've been on Eagle Boards of Review, and we ask scouts what they think is the most important, I'm going to ask you, for you in your life, what do you think is the most important of the scout law?
They're all very important, but I would say the very first point of the scout law is, I think, one of the most important: being trustworthy, being able to trust someone and count on them and know that they have ethics, and you can feel comfortable with them and their word. So trustworthy, I would say.
In today's world, we need a lot more of the trustworthy
We do.
part.
We do. That's why we need more scouts.
That's why we do. New membership.
More membership.
There you
exactly.
go, there you go. Thank you for the opportunity to spend some time with you today,
Thank you, Mary.
and congratulations again.
Thank you.